It's great to be with you today. Our passage for today's daily devotion comes from the book of Galatians. Paul is writing to the church or the people in the area of Galatia, and this is what he says. Just a few verses I want to read. This is Galatians chapter 6. He says, "Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. If anyone thinks that they are something when they're not, they deceive themselves. Each one should test their own actions. Then they can take pride in themselves alone without comparing themselves to someone else. For each one should carry their own load." And as I've read this passage over and over, I've always been a little confused where Paul in the beginning says that people should be carrying our burdens. But then he says each one, just a few verses later, each one should carry their own load. And I'm like, Paul, what is it? Do we carry our own load, or do we let somebody else do it for us? But if you read this real carefully, the word load and the word burden are obviously two different words. And in the original language, the word load actually means a military backpack or a rucksack, and that every soldier is required to carry. They're responsible for it. You don't just give it to somebody else to carry. Maybe on a long rucksack or a long ruck march, you might do that. But generally, everyone is supposed to carry their own load. It's their responsibility. But then there's the word burden. And burden actually means something so heavy, so pressing in, that it's just going to crush you. You're not expected to carry it by yourself. It's a burden. And it is something that we need to allow other people in to help us. And here's the problem that I think a lot of us struggle with, is we get those two confused. What is a burden and what is a load? We all know people that think everything is a load, right? Or everything is a burden. And they want to have everybody carry it for them. But I think the problem that most of us have, especially in the military, is that we think everything is a load, that I can carry it myself. So today, I just want to encourage myself to do a little self-reflection. Say, what in our lives, what in my life is truly a load and what is a burden? And to get those two separated. And two takeaways that I want us to consider is, who in your life do you have that can help you carry those burdens that you have? Do you have a go-to person, a battle buddy, someone that can help you carry something that's just going to crush you? You're not expected to carry it alone. So do you have those kinds of friends in your life? And second, maybe you need to be one of those friends. Look around. Who in your life seems to have burdens that you could come alongside them and help them carry those burdens? So again, think reflectively on what are those burdens in your life and what are those loads, and allow people in to help carry those burdens, and be the kind of person that you could come alongside and help carry their burdens. So hopefully that's an encouragement to you. I know that our National Guard family, we've had some pretty tough stuff happen over the last couple of weeks, and we need to be leaning on one another, and we need to be carrying each other's burdens. So go have a great Army Day.